love these microphones.
Hi,
They're
guys.
so fun.
Congratulations. Let's see the ring.
Thanks.
Show everyone the ring. You're so far away. It's been nearly 48 hours since the big moment, since the secret's out. How does it feel? I know you guys had your sort of real first date last night. Tell us about it.
It still feels weird. I was just walking out there and I was telling someone I'm like, oh yeah, and then we're going to go see Shawn. And then I was like, oh no, you can see it. I was like, did I just spoil a secret? No, but we went to dinner last night and it was the craziest thing I've ever done.
Yeah, it was amazing. It feels like it's been one long day since the finale. We haven't slept. I think we slept like 3 hours since then. So
Yeah.
It's been pretty crazy.
Does it still not feel quite real just yet? I mean, when does it settle in that you're a couple that can be out in the world?
I'm not sure.
Next week. Who knows? We'll find out. Yeah.
So I know there's no wedding date quite yet, but do we have any plans? Like, are you thinking Southern wedding, Canadian wedding, TV wedding? Any sort of ideas for your future nuptials?
I think a chapel in Vegas is what we want
You
to
keep
do.
saying that. That's so silly.
You're not a fan of that idea.
No, not Vegas. I think he thinks he's being funny.
And do you guys know where you're going to live yet?
No, ideally we could have like a summer home in Vancouver, but then live in Nashville because then we could get the best of both worlds.
Yeah, we're going to figure that out in the next month or two. We're going to go to both spots. And
Put your microphone on.
Go closer. See, I was going to say, he's not used to, I mean, this is like old hat for you, but Shawn, is this tough, This is all brand new, all these interviews back to back. Is it like a whole new world?
Yes, a whole new world. Cupcake would love that. Yeah, it's crazy. That's all I got.
Like we said, we had 3 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
We're not.
First of all, I have to give you kudos for your final gift that you
that?
gave on the show. I think every female was probably swooning, wishing that they could get something like that.
Yeah.
Where have you kept your jar?
We keep. I think people from the show they've kept it for us because we keep wanting to pack it and then we're scared of breaking it, so they're shipping it to us. But we just had a little house here before the finale, and we went through it again, and it was so cute. Added some more stuff to it.
Yeah. So for you, Shawn, what was the most difficult part about watching back?
Yeah, I didn't watch most of it. I watched our parts.
Yeah.
It's probably better off. Yeah, and that was basically it. It was, obviously there's some difficult times today, and social media stuff is everywhere and gets kind of thrown in your face, so there's some difficult times for sure, but.
For you, Kaitlyn, was it hard with the final two guys not being the most amicable and most best of friends? Was it hard to just do interviews where you do have to stay positive throughout the season because, the viewers at home aren't supposed to know how you feel? So was that, hard for you?
I always thought people knew, too, because when I say it, I'm like, and Shawn, and this, and I'm like, and then Nick, and I thought I was being
maybe you should be you did a pretty good job acting.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
I know we talked a little bit about this before, but, was there any parts of your personality that you feel like maybe viewers didn't get a chance to see? Obviously, we did see, you being sort of down and having trouble with the process.
Definitely difficult watching.
I think that was probably the hardest part for you.
That was the hardest part. Yeah, I got along great with all the guys in the house, and I got best friends from it, and they just always showed me being down and being this jealous guy, so that was definitely difficult to watch, but yeah, we had a great time in the house, and there were some amazing guys in there.
Yeah,
he's pretty funny, too.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
all my interviews and stuff, I was like, man, I wish they showed that part, and they just kind of focused on all the negative.
They finally showed a little bit of fun on the golf date. We did get to see you strip down, so
I don't think anyone remembers that episode.
They didn't show enough of that, apparently.
Yeah, that was fun.
Speaking of golf in Ireland, you did spend so much of the season in Ireland. Do you feel like you kind of got chipped on going to these, Ireland's great and all, but going to the beach and bikinis and bathing suits. And
to me, I was like, this is glorious, because on Chris's season, I'm like, South Dakota, Iowa. So Ireland for 3 weeks, I'm like, glorious.
Yeah.
And it was on my bucket list. I loved it. Except I have what I like to call a European meltdown, where if you spend 3 weeks in Europe, you're like, get me out. But
Yeah.
We were
and
ready to
everybody
leave
keeps asking us, like, are you upset that you weren't, like, at this destination spot for your proposal? We're both like, no, we love being at the mansion. Yeah.
I thought it was so cute.
Yeah, that was great.
Where we met.
Yeah. Have you rewatched the proposal? And do you actually remember, like, all the words as they came out, or was it a blur to both of you?
Okay, two things to that.
We still haven't even watched the proposal yet.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Okay, we've watched it. Because we thought maybe they would show it on stage live.
Right.
So we're like, let's save that part and then have this moment where we get to like share. And then they didn't.
You're like, well.
So we kind of saw it backstage before we went out, and it was really beautiful. But we can't wait to just sit down and watch it, the two of us.
Yeah.
What was your next question? Because I had something to say.
Oh, do you remember the words as they came out of your mouth, but do you remember the words as he was speaking it, or was it all really a blur?
It was kind of a blur. I just knew it was all beautiful things. And so when we had 3 days together after that, I made him repeat it every night. We'd like say it to each other again, like before we fell asleep.
You got to write it down.
Yeah.
Just break it out.
Yeah, I wrote that all down.
I have mine written down.
Like, rehearsing it all day, so.
Yeah.
That didn't just come from the heart right in the moment?
So I probably have to ask the biggest burning question of all. Snapchat. We know what happened, but I have to know, what was the level of freak out when you realized what had happened?
You would have thought that we murdered somebody.
Yeah.
Like, we
There were,
felt
like,
so
screams.
bad. Oh, my gosh. When it happened, we didn't realize it had happened, obviously. So then Shawn's going on Twitter, and he's like, babe, I did something really bad. I did something. And I was like, what? And then all of a sudden he like shows me. I'm like, oh, my God, it's out. Like, that's it. It's out.
I was like hunched over the bed. I couldn't even
He was like,
stand up. I was like having a panic attack.
And I'm like, you're so dumb. I can't believe you did that. And then he's reading, and he's like, it's on your story. And I was like, I'm the dumb one.
You're never going to live that down.
No, and then by the time I deleted it, it was a huge accident, and we felt so bad.
I mean, well, ratings were up, so clearly, I mean, it didn't even matter if people were
I know,
spoiled
but
because they still wanted to see you guys in the end.
That's true. I
Yeah,
guess
some people thought it was like a stint, and they didn't know if
You're
it
like,
was.
we're not.
Yeah.
We were like, no, trust me, that was bad.
So you mentioned that you were pretty close with some of the guys in the house. Tell us, were there any moments that weren't either captured on camera or just from like chilling out at the house? Like, what are some of your favorite memories that maybe, Kaitlyn aside, with some of your best friends, guys you're calling your best friends now?
You got chased around with a snake one time.
Oh yeah, Clint. I was laying by the pool. I was laying by the pool. I'm terrified of snakes. I hate snakes, and I don't know what I was laying next to, and then Clint just comes running up to me, like behind my shoulder, and just puts a snake like right in my face. So he chased me around the pool with that. There's so many funny moments, and I can't really remember most of them. Yeah.
And speaking of those guys, some of them are going to be on Bachelor in Paradise coming up. Is there anyone you're rooting for, or who do you think is going to find love? I mean, we have like JJ, and I think Joe and Jonathan, and a bunch of guys.
Yeah, who
And
else?
Jared, of course.
Yeah, Jared. I hope
I'm
Jared
rooting for
finds
Jared.
love. Yeah, absolutely. That guy's an amazing guy, so hopefully he finds the right one.
Yeah. So, Kaitlyn, I know we've talked about your love for rapping. Not to put you on the spot or anything, but do you have any?
But you're putting me on the spot?
Is there any? Do you have any like good raps about Shawn? You're like, no. Next question.
I can write one and then send it to you, or
Okay.
I'll like I'll write one about him and then I'll video it and send it out to the world.
Perfect. You know they're gonna expect that at your wedding.
I'm
There's
like
gonna
kind of
have to
mad
be
at myself that I haven't done that yet. I'll get on that.
You guys, not only did you said you had a lot of FaceTime sleepovers. You guys were telling me about that. Well, first of all, so did you just leave? I mean, was your phone bill like crazy? Did you leave the phone on at night?
Our
like
phone
that?
bills have been
Insane.
outrageous,
I'm
but
sure.
well, we just put it on Wi-Fi, so
Yeah.
But
Is that like how you got through getting to talk to each other?
Wi-Fi.
Just like
Yeah, exactly.
FaceTime.
lots of FaceTime.
Yeah, I remember like so many times I'd wake up in the morning, my phone was like on fire, burning hot, just from being on the whole time. But yeah, sometimes like I'd roll over in the middle of the night and be like, "Hey, you still there?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, I'm still here."
And you said yesterday you guys passed each other a lot of notes throughout the season.
Yeah, we did.
You guys are rule breakers, I think.
I know, and we keep telling our secrets.
I know, the secrets are all out. Yeah. So before we get to audience questions, I have a fun little game.
Okay.
Don't be, sorry, I'm not an artist, but so each of you guys can take one.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask some like quick fire questions, and you can just do whichever one if it's
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
who it is.
Should we keep
Kaitlyn or
these?
Shawn?
I want to keep this.
Okay,
jar.
ready?
Memory jar.
Okay, who's messier? Yeah. I was like, I don't think you're choosing one there.
He's not that messy.
Yeah.
You're pretty clean,
We're
but
both kinda
I'm
neat
like,
freaks.
yeah, we are both kind of neat freaks.
Who's better in the kitchen?
Oh, yeah. That's easy.
I keep hearing about these breakfast sandwiches
Yeah.
of yours. I think you're going to have to make some for me one day.
Yeah, you can
because
come over. I'll make you a breakfast sandwich.
That's all you keep talking about.
You'll keep coming back, though. I don't know. They're pretty good.
Who uses more product in their hair?
That was an easy one.
Yeah, you did tell me about your love for the blow dryer.
Yeah.
No hesitation on that one.
Secrets out, yeah.
Who has more tattoos? Trick question. I don't think you have any, right?
Yeah, no.
Okay. Who's
Not
more
yet.
romantic? That was cute. Who's the better driver?
I don't know.
I'm always
I
amazed.
just saw the day with her and Jared in Ireland.
I was going to
and
say, you got to drive a lot this
Okay,
season.
We haven't even
let's give
driven.
me a break. That was on the other side of the road, and I was shifting with my left.
Yeah.
I thought I did pretty good. We haven't driven. We haven't driven together yet.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny? We're engaged and we haven't been in a car together.
That's pretty wild.
That was like when after he proposed, like when we were leaving each other. He's like,
I was like, I don't even have your
"What's your
number."
phone number?"
Wait. Bigger question. Have you put his is it Sean B or Sean Booth in your phone?
It's Boo Boo. Little Shawnee Boo Boo.
It's like, next question.
Who's better at keeping a secret?
Yeah, I didn't tell like anybody what happened.
Like
Yeah.
even one of his really good friends,
yeah,
he didn't tell him.
like,
How did you do that?
Some of my best friends, I kind of wanted to keep it a surprise for
Yeah,
everybody.
that's nice. I think we answered this one. Who's better at Snapchat? Who's a better dancer?
Yes.
And finally, who's going to plan more of the wedding?
I actually don't. I want somebody else to just do it for me. I'm just like I don't really care
I'm
what
sure
color
there's
the flowers
a
are.
lot of people who would love to plan your guys' wedding.
Well, they can do it. Seems like a big job.
So I know we're going to have a ton of audience questions. So
Hi. Hey,
Oh,
guys.
hi.
We have a question from a viewer. She wants to know it's Ashley. She wants to know what's the first vacation you guys want to take together.
Vacation. Well, we're
Didn't we
going
talk
to
about?
that fishing trip?
Is that yeah? Well, we already planned one. We're going on like a big fishing trip in BC, like a helicopter ride to an island away from Vancouver. But I think didn't we talk about this and we were like, oh, we really want to go to
Montana?
yeah, Montana.
everyone dreams about Montana.
I think we might go to Hawaii in December.
Yeah. Sure.
We'll go with that.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
What, if anything, will you miss about being on The Bachelorette?
How old are you? Because I'm like free alcohol. Is that okay? Is that a
You
bad
can be
answer?
honest.
I'm probably going to miss Nick the most.
You think you're so funny. What would I miss the most? I think someone planning romantic dates for me.
I think I'm going to miss not having your cell phone because we didn't have our cell phone the entire time, and that was
Yeah,
actually really
that's
nice.
true. It was
Yeah.
really nice to not have a cell phone for that long.
Yeah.
I do miss that. Gives me anxiety.
Hi.
Hi.
I have two questions.
Okay.
The first, I know, Shawn, you're good friends with Ben H. Can
Yes.
you set me up with him?
I'll give you his number.
Get in
after.
line.
I was gonna say get in line.
And then my second question, you guys had obvious chemistry the second you stepped out of the limo. When did you guys both realize you fell for each other? And that you, like, Kaitlyn, when did you realize Shawn was the one? And Shawn, when did you realize this is the girl for me?
Hopefully, when he walked out of the limo and went to me instead of Britt. She's the one. I always say this, that it was honestly so instant that I wanted it to be him because I was like, whoa, that's a crazy connection. Yeah. So I hoped it was going to be just right from the get-go.
Yeah, I agree, definitely. And then what sealed the deal for me was our little off-camera time in Texas. Just her in my bed with me, and she was wearing sweats and no makeup, and I was like...
And Ben in the shower, as we all found out.
Yes. Yeah.
It sounds so much worse than it was.
Yeah. But yeah, that was definitely a moment.
Hey, Shawn, you were so sweet to Kaitlyn about the cyberbullying that you faced, and
Right.
I wanted to know if you felt at all like you were the victim of sexism, especially on the internet.
I definitely was a victim. Did you see those tweets? Yeah, that was really hard. I think a lot of them, I knew I was going to have negative feedback or people saying negative things because you can't make everybody happy. But just I think the level of hate that came out of some people was really difficult. I did feel like a bit of a victim. I don't like to have a pity party or feel sorry for myself by any means. But yeah, it was really tough. And it was tough for you to sit there and not say anything.
It's brutal. I mean, people are crazy. And people would come up to me and say negative things. And I'm like...
Yeah, but I was going to say, it's not even,
you can still stand up for me, but you can't be like, that's my fiance you're talking about.
But for you, too, I mean, you guys got negative comments as well. Was it tough for you just you're not used to being in the spotlight. I mean, you were on another season. You were kind of already used to that. Was it tough for you for people to just, completely comment on everything about you?
Yeah, absolutely. But, like I said, this is the strongest woman ever, so she was able to, support me and help me through that, so...
Yeah.
Hi, guys. Massive congratulations, first of all.
Thank you.
Real life question for you. I'm on the cause team here at AOL. What causes are you guys passionate about in your real lives, and why?
Causes?
Charities, things like that.
Yeah, I'm all
What
about
gets
the
you
animals,
excited?
dogs.
Yeah,
Yeah. Big
He is.
dog guy, yeah. That and Wounded Warrior Project and soldiers.
Okay, well, can I just do the dog one with you? Because I like that too.
Yeah, I can do that.
I do. We actually talked about that we're excited to do lots of charity stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Wait, can I actually say one? We're actually doing one in November. We're going to spend a whole night outside with just a cardboard box and one blanket. And
Jillian did that.
Yeah.
Yes, Jillian did it. That's who
yeah.
she set us up to do that. And we're going to raise money for homeless people. Yeah. Thanks.
Yep. Right over here.
Hi, guys. My question is, why The Bachelorette to find love? I mean, I know that you specifically wanted to find Kaitlyn, so that makes a little more sense. But for you, initially, why not a matchmaker or a dating website or a bar?
I've tried all of those before, and they didn't work. So this opportunity was presented to me, and I thought, why not?
All right.
That's not a very good. Why not? That's what you wanted to hear, right?
Back there.
Hi.
Hi, congratulations.
Thank you.
I was definitely a fan of both of you and was hoping that the Snapchat was indeed the real thing.
It was.
However, thinking back to that day that you had to let Nick go, I guess either it was nerves or what happened in that moment to you that it took you so long to stop him?
I think. Are we laughing at me? I think for me, I had talked to producers and people about how he'd went through this the last time, and I think he didn't really get an opportunity to say much and express how he was feeling, and I kind of thought I was just almost not doing him a favor, but I just wanted him to be able to say what he wanted to say so that he didn't leave feeling like I didn't even get the chance to say this. Watching back now, I probably should have stopped him earlier, but I don't know how to hurt people's feelings in the right way.
We have time for one more question.
Okay.
Hi, congratulations.
Thank you.
Looking back on your journey now, what's one thing you wish you knew before each of you went on the show?
I wish I knew he blow-dried his hair. I would have made fun of him the whole time about it.
It's a tough one.
I don't know.
What advice would you give to your, the Shawn of right before night one?
Don't drink 18
Don't drink 18
Guinnesses.
Guinness at the Guinness factory. Yeah, that was fun. I was watching that back. I'm like, oh my God, you said that, you did that. Yeah, I don't know. I think I really don't have that many regrets. And like I said in the proposal, everything happened for a reason and led up to that point. So I'm just glad it worked out the way it did.
I feel like people have to really just be exactly who they are, even if people are going to hate you for it.
Yeah, I agree.
Great. Well, that's all. Thank you guys so much for being
Thank
here.
you.
We're so
Thank you.
excited.
Thanks for having us.
Congratulations. We can't wait to see every step of the way.